Three corruption cases he faces. He announced the move just 4 hours before a deadline for an application was to expire. Now, a trial cannot get underway once an immunity request is made, and court proceedings that were expected to start this month will now be delayed. Netanyahu faces charges of bribery, fraud and breach of trust over allegations that he granted state favors worth hundreds of millions of dollars to Israeli media barons in return for gifts and favorable coverage. He denies any wrongdoing, saying he's the victim of a witch hunt by the media. Pope Francis has apologized after slapping a woman's hand as he greeted pilgrims at the Vatican on New Year's Eve. The Pope slapped at her hand after the woman had reached out and pulled him towards her. The incident happened during a visit to the Vatican's nativity scene on Tuesday night. During his address to a packed St. Peter's Square at the end of the traditional New Year Mass, the pontiff apologized, saying that sometimes even he lost his patience. Earlier, he had used the service to issue a forthright condemnation of the abuse of women in modern society. Let's come back to South Africa now. East London has enjoyed a joyous and relatively safe New Year's Day on its beaches. Our reporter Busisiwe Jemsana-Mantashe is back at the beach today. A very good afternoon to Busisiwe. What are you seeing at the beach where you are?
A very good afternoon, Zinga. Well, the mood is still that of a happy new year. Right behind me, people are enjoying the Eastern Beach in Zinga. I've never seen such happy people in Zinga. They've been singing and dancing right inside the water, and as the day progresses, we are seeing the numbers of people who are at the Eastern Beach slowly increasing. One would have thought that this morning people have already left to go to their places where they come from, because some come from as far as Mthatha, some come from Port St. John's, and they came here for the 31st to usher in the new year. But we're seeing now that as the day progresses, the numbers are picking up. We did hear from the Buffalo City Metro spokesperson, Samkelo Ngwenya, saying that they accommodated about 30,000 people in the Eastern Beach who have come to enjoy themselves. And for the city, they have had a relatively safe New Year's in their beaches, as they've had no drowning. Of course, yesterday we had those 4 near drownings of people who almost drowned in and in Gunubi Beach, but they were rescued by lifeguards, and this speaks to the decision to increase the lifeguards in all the East London beaches, because they were saying they want to make sure that there are no drownings. Of course, between September and December, they've had about 12 drownings, and they're attributing that to the September holidays, where teachers bring the children for vacations here on the beach. But they're saying that they are going to embark on awareness campaigns looking at that. Let's speak to some who are here. Oh, now they're so shy to speak now. Sisi, usukaphi wena kunjani elwandle?
Elwandle bekumnandi kakhulu, mna ndisuka eMthatha, bekumnandi kakhulu. Mna ndisuka kwiqumbu, kumnandi kakhulu elwandle, kumnandi sonwabile.
Nijika nini?
Mna ndisuka ngapha eNgqamakho, sijika namhlanje, kumnandi kakhulu apha elwandle.
All right, well, expressing their happiness, can you just allow me the space to move? Their happiness of the beach, saying that they're coming from Qumbu, some are coming from Tata, and they're here to enjoy the beach. They are going to be going back tonight, and also some going back tomorrow. I want to speak to the lady here who has been sitting here selling throughout the festive season, because much as this is a time for some to enjoy themselves and usher in the new year through dance, through swimming, but for many, especially vendors, this is a time for them to actually make money and try and make cash during this festive season, as there are tourists and people who are here trying to who are seeing East London, who are going to the beaches. So they're staying in the hotspot areas where they will be able to sell their products. I'm just going to speak to Umama. Mama, ndiyakubona oko bendikubona uhleli apha injani ibhizinesi njengoba inguDisemba.
Ibhizinesi mama ayikho kakuhle basithengisa izinto ezincinci apha sisokola kuzo kunzima uba abantu mabathenge. Uyazi kuyaxhomekeka uthengise i-R50 ngemini. Kulo R50 uyithengisileyo uthenga i-2.5 kamilimili ukwazi upheka endlini.
Kodwa xa ujonga phakathi enyakeni nangoku ukhona umahluko ngokwenamba yabantu abazayizothenga.
Phakathi enyakeni kunzima kakhulu abantu bambalwa but ngoku i-festive noko abantu baninzi ngoku akufani naphakathi enyakeni.
Ingabe ujonga uba kukhona uzakwenza nangakumbi imali okanye ngoku abantu baye bephela njengeNew Year sele idlulile?
Iyaxhomekeka ke uba imali izawuze kanjani na ngoku iba i-festive iphela.
Because kakhulu mama, well, there Nzinga saying that business is not doing so well, but compared to during the year when there are no people here, then things are better, at least for now. At least for a day, she's able to make 50 rands to buy mealie meal and also to try and put food on the table. So things are better, but business is not doing well. But the number of people who are here have made a difference. Over this side, it's people who have just having fun. There's a little picnic over here. People are really having fun. And I think I'm going to stay here for some time because I am a little bit hungry. And I see there's salads being made. There's umleqwa chicken. There's drinks. Mama, nisuka phi nina?
Thina sisuka kwa14 eMdantsane. So sizokonwabisa abantwana apha elwandle. Sikhonza kwinkonzo yabafundi.
Niziphethele nokutya nizeni lungisini.
Ukutya kaloku nguJanuary intombi imali ayikho, imali iphelile sikhala into esinayo ekhabhathini ngoku.
Yes. Kakhulu, well, they're reminding us that it's January, there is no money. Money is gone with the festive, with December. So they took something from their cupboards to make sure that they make themselves something to eat so that they don't have to buy. They've come to accompany the kids and just have fun. So they've got their salads, they've got their ice, they've got their chicken, and they've got this huge lunch box with meat. I don't think it's January to them with that much meat. It's not yet January. I can tell you they're having fun. So it's families really enjoying the holidays. Families really spending time together because you'd understand many of people in the Eastern Cape live in big cities during the year where they are working in your big cities, your Cape Town, your Gauteng, and this is the only time where they get to spend time together. And it is scenes like this, Nzinga, across along the beachfront where people are just sitting and enjoying themselves. They have their camp chairs, they have their cooler boxes, and just minding their businesses and just being happy despite the challenges that they faced in 2019. I can tell you everyone is happy, Nzinga, all around East London, all around the beachfront, people enjoying the new year. I guess they're still going to enjoy the remaining few days that are left in the holiday until, of course, next week when the results will be, metric results will be announced. In Nzinga.
Busisiwe Jemsana-Mantashe giving us an update on what's taking place on some of the beaches in the Eastern Cape.